religion will be turned away from. He will have 40 days to journey through the earth. One day from that will be like a year. One day will be like a month. One day will be like a Jum'ah, here meaning that week. And the rest of his days will be like these days of yours. He will have a donkey to ride. Its breadth between its two ears is 40 arm spans. He will say to the people, I am your Lord. He is one-eyed, and your Lord is not one-eyed. Between the Dajjal's eyes is written Kafara with letters which every believer will read regardless of whether he is literate or illiterate. He will go to every place of water and every spring except for Al Medina, and Mecca, both of which Allah made forbidden upon him. And the angels are standing at the gates of both cities. He will have with him a mountain of bread, and people will be in difficulty in terms of food, except for those who follow him. He will have with him two rivers, and I am more knowledgeable regarding them than he is. One of those rivers, he will say, is paradise, and the other, he will say, is fire. As for whoever is made to enter the one he calls paradise, it is in fact fire. And as for whoever is made to enter the one who he calls fire, it is in fact paradise. Sent with him are devils that talk to the people, and with him is a great fitna trial. He orders the sky to give rain, and it rains according to what the people see. He kills the soul and then brings it back to life according to what the people see. He will say to the people, does anyone other than the Lord do this? The Muslims will betake themselves to the mountain of Dukham in Sham, Syria, and surrounding areas. He will go to them and besiege them. He will be severe in his besiegement and will make matters very difficult for them. Then Isa ibn Maryam will descend in the last part of the night, just before Fajr. He will say, O people, what has prevented you from going out to the wicked liar? They will say, this man is from the jinn. They will go and find Isa ibn Maryam before them. The prayer will be gathered, and it will be said to him, O Ruhullah, step forth and lead the people in prayer. He will say, let your Imam go forth and lead you in prayer. After they pray the morning prayer, they will go out to him, and when the liar will see him, he will melt and dissolve just as salt dissolves in water. Isa ibn Maryam, will walk to him and kill him. Even the tree and rock will call out, O Rahulullah, this is a Jew, and he will kill all those who followed the Dajjal, leaving no one from them to remain. The Hadith of Al-Nawas ibn Sabah related that one morning the Messenger of Allah mentioned the Dajjal. He lowered the Dajjal in significance, yet gave importance in terms of the tribulations associated with him. From this we thought that he was in the group that was among the date trees. When we went to him, he knew that about us and said, what is your affair? We said, O Messenger of Allah, one morning you mentioned the Dajjal, and you lowered him in significance, and you gave importance in terms of the tribulations associated with him. So we thought that he was in a group that lives among the date trees. He said, other than the Dajjal do I fear more upon you if he comes out while I am among you. I am his opponent on your behalf. If he comes out and I am not among you, then each person in his own defender, and Allah is my Khalifa over each person who is a Muslim. Allah is their guardian and protector. Indeed, he, the Dajjal, is a young man with extremely curly hair. His eye floats, and I say he resembles Abdul Uzza ibn Khatun. Whoever from you reaches him, then read upon him the beginning of Surah Al-Kahf, chapter of the cave. He will emerge on a borderland between Sham and Iraq. He will spread corruption quickly on the right, and he will spread corruption quickly on the left. O slaves of Allah, be firm. We said, O Messenger of Allah, and how long will he remain on earth? He said, 40 days. One day from those days will be like a year. One day will be like a month. And on one day will be like a Jummah, a week. And the rest of his days will be like your days. We said, O Messenger of Allah, regarding that day that is like a year, is it enough to perform the prayers of a single day? He said, No. Estimate for them. Estimate the timing of prayer for normal days, and then pray every few hours based on that estimation. So for every 24 hours, 5 prayers. We said, O Messenger of Allah, how fast is he in travelling through the earth? He said, like rain behind which is wind. He will go to a people, invite them, and they will believe in him and answer his call by following him. Then he will order the sky, and it will give rain, and the crops of the earth will grow. Their livestock will return at the end of the day with higher humps than they ever had, producing more milk.